Hey, let's go. Without further ado, Rise and Grind Thursday morning. It's a tradition. Let's get it. I'm playing Project Zek. I had to give the bad guys a chance to catch up. I don't know, bad guys. Did you catch up yet? Cause I'm back. I'm back, and I got a mammoth right in front of me. Look at this. Get right into it. Already encumbered. No doubt. No doubt encumbered with tons of platinum and tusks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing it big. Alright, dark blue, light blue. Charm one of them. I don't even need full mana. Let's go. Just getting started over here. Thursday Rise and Grind every week. Good to see you, Goblin. Hope you're doing well. Who's online right now? Oh, nobody. This is what I've been seeing. But it's okay, because it's the alpha test. When the beta test comes around, gonna need some... Hard to do team stuff without teams, you know? But it's alright. The server feels awesome. I like a lot of it. I don't know about leaving the in-game maps in, you know? That's just my opinion. Hey, speaking of P99 though, yeah, I've been playing, been busy a lot. Yeah, it's you know, it was the holidays and that was great. We all had a lot of extra gaming, perhaps. Back to the back to the 2026 shit now. But uh-oh. Chilogan, what's going on? How you doing? So right before the stream, you might have heard the sounds of a weird encounter, right? If you couldn't tell by the sounds, I went on Sussy real quick. I whoops. You done? You done fighting that? Okay. I went on Sussy real quick and I saw the steel golem was up. I got real excited, but you might not have heard the sound of me looting an item. Is because it was the stupid gloves. You know? Hey, Yonderwiley, what's going on? How you doing? We're just getting started over here. So this is Project Zach. I'm on the good team, obviously. Very much obviously on the good team. Fighting for truth and right. And fighting mammoths. These mammoths are their fence sitting will not be tolerated any longer. You know what I mean? There is no fence sitting in good versus evil. Neutrals just as bad, but yet a distinct thing, okay? So, uh, you know, good team will cleanse Norath. Watch this XP. Was this the dark blue or is the light blue? Okay, a little bit, a little bit. Just sell this stuff. You can't bind in this server. You can't, or casters can bind where melees can bind, basically. Like cities and, you know, encampments perhaps, some, but not wherever. You know the places you might be used to binding. I don't know if the mic just picked that up, but I don't know what that was. I know Chester's back there, but it didn't sound like him. Hold on. That was spooky. Let me get to the vendor, and then I'm gonna go investigate. Maybe I come back with a little cheese guy, Chester man. I saw Swish loaded a GIF of a tuxedo cat bapping a orange guy, and honestly, I had to watch it like 3 or 4 times to see was that Winnie and Chester. It really, the tuxedo cat didn't have Winnie's mustache when he got this little mustache. Um, that I didn't see in that GIF. But other than that, I was like, where did you get this footage, this actual footage of Winnie interacting with Chester? That's, well, you don't like the zoo. You know, I got it reined in right now. I got it. You know, this thing goes up to 11. That's more than 10. All right, let's sell this. Sell the tusks, and then I'm gonna go investigate that little cheese guy. I think he knocked something over. What I think. All right. Oh, I'm sitting pretty with 284 plat. Remember last time I was playing the hey, like this dude, the top down? Last time I was playing the server, I was broke. Right? I was struggling. I was like, oh, I can't buy my spells. Listen, mammoths provide. Brad bless that. All right. I'm checking on Chester. Hmm. I'm not gonna, you know, think too deep on this, but he wasn't there. There's nothing there. I don't know what that sound was. Anyway, moving on. Uh 33, nothing happens, right? I ding, and we just keep killing this stuff. 34, however, I get to empty my bags out. I'm carrying uh this many spells, and most of them are for this upcoming level. Oh, you know what? I got another 4 spells on top of that. I'm carrying a lot of spells. I got like 2 bags of spells right now. That's exciting. The zoom, the zoom goes so much harder. You know this. Don't make me FOV this. I guess if I go FOV all the way in, is it normal zoom? No, it's still really solid zoom. Look at it. This is like crazy. This is still crazy zoom. What would P99 be limited at? Like here maybe? Except you can't free spin this camera without the little shift T. You know I like the shift T. It's I would rather open up my inventory and see rear view right there, in the middle. For some reason that technology it's elusive. Rear view technology. We had it in turn of the millennium. Okay, speaking of technology, what do you think about this BowQuest news? The age of the BowQuest, the age of the ogre. The sun's gonna set on it? Question mark? Exclamation point. You down? I'm down. I'm so done. I'm so done with BowQuest. You know what I mean? That's just so 2025. We're entering a more sophisticated age. Thank you for that stream streak. Ready for Rangers to be Rangers again? Did you? I didn't mean any personal attack on that one forum user when I you know screenshotted his absolutely shit take, but I could not believe, and I also wasn't about to like post on the forums, but I had to say something. Like I could not believe that a ranger was complaining about this of all people. I thought that was the most insane fucking take, shittiest, most insane take. Like you are kidding, right? Like this is finally your moment. You've been living in the shadows your entire existence on the server. You just didn't know. It's all right. People can be wrong and they can learn. Maybe. I think he's gonna see that it actually was a good work, not good quotation marks, but actual good work. You hope they learn. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So this other one might join in a bit. So if I sit right in that calf's path, I might get myself added on, but here it comes. Yeah. I split these up a little bit. Oh my god, I hit the snow leopard? You gotta be kidding me. I like this guy. I don't need to hit the snow leopard. What I get? Alright. Broke the pet. Good. Get a little distance and blast them. Channeling on this server is insane, so I'm just not even gonna try. Gonna get distance. Whoa. It got real dark for a second there. Channeling's gonna get changed too, you think? Really? Oh, the XP is flowing. This is what Evil Team is not want to see right now. Under discussion at the moment. A good thing I have some, you know, melee options. I'm not too dedicated to the craft of casting. You got a forum thread for me. Hey, can you post that in the Discord, please, so I can check it later? Because I have every intention of reading that, but I don't know if I have every intention of reading it right now. Oh, we'll see. Terrorize this little thing. I was killing the leopard. Got it. Your thing. I hate that I did that. Didn't mean to hit the leopard. Can't see my target. That's one thing I'm not used to, right? I get like something about that message. I'm just like, huh? What does that mean? It happens on P99 though, right? I just play freaking melees too much. I think that's what it is. All right. I think that'll do. Uh-oh. 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 Don't kill my freaking pet. Don't kill my pet. Okay. Whew. Blast him. It's too easy. What else? All right, here's a question. Here's a little quandary for you. What's classic? What's classic when it comes to dispel? Are things supposed to have like values, like point? How many points of dispel do you need to spend to dispel stuff, or is it a set number of spell slots per? You know, because this client seems to use the point system. I would say, so where some more powerful effects take multiple casts of dispel. Perhaps it's almost like a poison. A mix of both would be classic. You think, Chilogan? Okay. Because this is one thing where it's like I don't know enough about classic dispel to say which one's right. All I could do is identify as an EverQuest enjoyer that these two clients use different systems. That's all I know. Okay. I see. I see. Because I would say in P99, if I cast Cancel Magic, I remove one slot. Straight up. Right? And if I cast what's this one? Nullify Magic, it's two slots. Yeah, and um casting level. I don't know what all that means. That stuff's what's the phrase? That's all Greek to me. This is all Greek to me right here. What is this? Effect casting level. I know that's my level. I'm 32. +4 to caster level effectiveness. So it's be like a 36 casting dispel magic or something because it's a permanent. I don't know. I think on P99 clickies are level 50 or something. I don't even know. Also depends on buffs. You get dispel in your pally bunch doing AM and Guck. Half the time they don't even strip a buff. Really? Hmm. So it just goes to show, I'm an EverQuest enjoyer that doesn't even know what I'm doing. I think I know what's going on. I thought on P99 it always. So you say half the time they don't even strip a buff. When I get dispelled in PvE, I think it works every time, but this is on red, so it could be a difference. Or maybe just all my buffs are all. I always stack my buffs in a certain way. But then again, from the PvE, it's a random one anyway. Yeah, top slot, low junk buffs, right. This is interesting. This got me thinking now. Further testing is required on both these servers. I want to get to the bottom of this. There's a lot of a lot to it. You want good answers as Didymus? Yeah. I will. I will. See and Viz and Grimoire usually take one cast. Yeah, so you know what my buffs usually are. Usually a couple blanks, and then start with the Ring 8. And then, yeah, go from there, probably with the Grimoire, See and Viz. Then probably my Haste. And then maybe like Turtle Skin. Sometimes I'll do the Turtle Skin before the Haste. The Turtle Skin takes so long to recast, it's usually buried a little deeper. Important armor class there. But anyway, it's all just stuff to keep in front of any real buffs if I'm so blessed. And or movement speed. I gotta get some Salpot. Hey, Yonder Wiley. I gotta get some Salpots. I forget if I put that on my order. I need like every single one of my tunes is out of Salpots right now. I'm feeling the burn. I'm feeling the effects, especially when I'm chasing someone through Chardock and they got a Sal and I got a J Boots. It's like, oh, bye. See ya. You made it around one corner, now two corners. Now I don't know where you went. All right, bye. Just dump money into my chamois. Dude, crafting an emu. I might. Somebody, yeah. Might. I did crafting in retail. That was enough crafting for a lifetime. But I never did alchemy. Never in my life, because I never had a enchanter. In the emu I've been playing, probably than I played live, yeah. Honestly, you're probably right. I probably played emu longer than I played retail in the scheme of things. Because I got, I got that visual aid, the timeline, where I plotted out a couple points in that little, line segment we call our lives. And yeah, been longer since emu launched P99, or longer since P99 blue and even red, and longer since those launched than it was EverQuest to P99. If you know what I'm saying, the sections, like we're in the long section, it just keeps getting longer right now. You've lapped your live experience at this point. I would play live again if I could get my account. So I did what's that shit called? Steam. I was on Steam last time I tried to log in, and it didn't work. And now I'm wondering, is it because I was on Steam? Oh shit! I let my pet die. That's stupid. I was too busy derping around trying to think of the words. Steam was the words. It's alright. This one will ding me. I wasted a light blue. I got the dark blue. Better to actually ding me though. We'll see. The 2 would have, definitely. I tried to log in through Steam, which I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, I don't think I ever logged in through Steam in my life. Like, Steam didn't even exist. I think, like, when I was playing, definitely not. Right? I don't think anybody had invented Steam back then. But anyway, I'm trying to log in through Steam and it didn't work, and I was, it said I was banned. But now I'm wondering, is that just some sort of error where it's like, you're like logging in through Steam, Dumby? I don't know. You still use Daybreak's patcher? Maybe I should try that before I crash out about anything else. You know what I mean? Live EQ's working for you. Popped in, deleted 85 heroic thing. You can remake it into a 90 or 100, but no, it's locked to 85. Interesting. There's level 50, 85, and 100 heroic option, and the 100 costs money. Is that? Dang. And here I am grinding the old-fashioned way. Oh, I dinged. I didn't even hear the ding. Or did I? Level 33. One more level. Did I forget to sell when I went to Starn? No. I just picked up this many freaking tusks since then. That's crazy. Here, let's take a little trip. Let's not take a little trip. Forget it. Forget it. I was gonna go take a little trip to like Misty and Bank or something like that. I don't need to do all. We'll just go sell this heavy stuff. And just get back to it. I want a quad. The way the mobs like group up on this server, like naturally, like you don't even have to try. You just pull four things, so guess what? You're quadding. They're bunched up like tight, like knotted in a ball, instantly. I don't know what's like the pathing. Like they have certain paths they want to take, so they all like just go to that path, and there they are, existing in the same spot. That makes it pretty easy to quad. So I was super excited. I had my level 5 lightning, quadding orcs on Orc Hill. I'm like, oh, this is the way. I'm gonna be max level in no time. And then yeah, level 19 you get a lightning, but it's not. It doesn't hit 4. It's a single target lightning, and you're like, wait a second, where do I get my quad spell? Look into it. You don't. There's no quad spell. You get a quad spell at 34. From 5 to 34. You can only just remember that that wonderful mechanic, and think about how maybe one day you can do it again. Because I tried using the level 5 nuke to kill stuff like level 10 or something like that. It takes too long. It's like I tried to kill some gorge wolves. Okay, maybe those are higher than 10 or whatever, but it would have took like a half hour to kill 4 of those things. It's like not the vibe. I'm not even sure if I would have had the mana. I think they were light blue to me at the time too. It wasn't even like. Anyways. I'm gonna be heavy with coin. But it's a good thing. Anyway, rise and grind. If you're just waking up, me too. Me too. Back at it. Back at the week. I mean, back at the weekday. The weekend's right around the corner, though. Let's see. I still only have one ring. One ring to rule them all, and it's a platinum jasper ring. That's pretty dang nice. All right, 50 mana. That's enough to get through 33, right? Let's go. And I've learned that Tundra Jack doesn't hate me. I thought he chased me last stream. I was playing this druid, but he just runs really fast. He's just like sprinting around. So like I saw him sprint over the hill. and I took off. But since then, I've thought to, target him and consider him. Yeah, he's like all the rest of the barbarians, it seems. He doesn't really, he tolerates me. We're cool. We're cool. Find dark blue mammoth. Oh, as soon as I can quad, I'm hitting up like, I don't even know yet. Hill giants, maybe? I think I could quad hill giants. Will I have the mana pool for that? I'm excited to find out. I'll go get my mana stone first. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Once I hit 34. Have you seen Guck on this client? It's like way easier to traverse. There's no dead frog at live side zone line. It's a live frog instead. The basilisk is in a different spot. Live frog see and viz on this client. I didn't notice any. Maybe they do. It's spicy of KOS. You know what? I'm not KOS, so of course I didn't notice. Haha, you're right. You're right. Excellent point. I think I remember that from what was that one? The drug box. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whew. Lost my pet. Drug box had some CNViz live frogs. All right. About does it. Just about. Oh look, we got the schedule right here in the description. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Oh shit. Stop. Try hide one more time. There we go. Freebie. There's a big ass bear in the tunnel with Lich I could pet out here. It's like a 20-foot tall polar bear. What? I did not know. Thank you for notifying me of that. I was not aware. I've never gone in those tunnels in my entire life playing EQ. I've never gone in those tunnels. I've only gone in the river when I fall through the hole. Like it used to happen more on retail because I'd be out here just running amok, waiting for an LDON to start or something. And there's like some holes in the ice that if I knew where they were, I'd run to one right now. I don't know where they are. I just used to find them randomly when I've never helped kill a Miracle. Hell no. Help kill what? That sounds like helpful player stuff. Um, I have a friend that does need some help killing Miracle, and I would totally help. One of these days, we got to go do it because I've never done it. I was never friends with Pallies growing up, I guess. I played on retail. I did, yes. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Thank you for that question. You're cool. This is Project Zek right now. This is an Emu Teams PvP server in its kind of early access alpha test. I'm testing quadding right now. I'm testing leveling because there's no Teams PvP to be had right now, or we'd go test that instead. But I've never helped kill a Miracle on retail, on P99, on this, nothing. Never in my life. A lot of the time that I would have been helping people, you know what I mean, when I was like an actual like contributing member to EverQuest Society and the raid scene on retail on a blue server. It would have been like way past when Miracle was tough. You know what I mean? People would have been like soloing them. You did them for Necro Epic. Yeah, I never needed them for any of my epics. I was like a total, you know, little scrub when he was in his heyday. Miracle was. I learned how to type thanks to EverQuest. I was not learning how to type in middle school. I was having like panic attacks in typing class. I like couldn't do it. It was my worst class, and I was gonna. I was afraid I was gonna have to like repeat seventh grade or whatever. Maybe it was sixth grade. You know, I was not doing good with it. And then EverQuest, yeah, I had no choice but to learn how to type. If you're looking down, picking and pecking, that's when you get killed. Gotta at least learn where your wads are, and where I had auto attack bound to Q, so I mean, shit, that's half of the left hand already, you know? Thank you, EverQuest, making it happen. Your typing teacher hated that you didn't use the home row, but you type better than everyone in class. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, kill this. Why is it still running at me? It's coming right at me. Channeled that. Oh. Shout out to Counter Strike and EverQuest teaching Chilogan how to type. Teaching gamers how to type since '99. You know. She let you do the entire year's work in less than a week. Nice. I didn't. I wish I thought to ask to do that. Once I learned how to type. You know what though? I don't know if I ever had a typing class after I learned how to type. I don't think I ever got to like flex my typing in school ever, because I think it was like exclusively a class that I struggled with. And then EverQuest happened, and then, you know, I was a typer. You just had to ask if you could go ahead. Yeah, that's smart. Um, I remember some like buzzer beaters. You had to like submit this thing, like it'd be like type this letter, and you had to like submit it by the end of class. And I remember like sometimes where I was like hitting that print button like right before the bell rings, and otherwise, you know, you're gonna like get failed on it if you didn't have it like at least on its way to the printer by then. And looking back at it, it's like how did it take me a full like 40 minutes to type a single page, you know, double spaced. That's how bad I was. That's really how bad I was at typing. I felt like the keyboard would get higher and higher, and or I was getting smaller and smaller. It was like a combination of the two. It was like this weird out of body panic. It was really weird. Like I don't think I've ever had that that feeling quite like that since then. Anyways, we're just gonna start over here. I was doing good in every other class. That was like the start of my downfall in school. First time I didn't make like honors or whatever because of typing. And I don't think I ever made honors again, but it was because of others. It's all good. Oh no, wait, I did make honors one more time. My last semester, I had like all nothing. I had like lunch and stuff like that. Like I had already finished all my credits pretty much. I had a couple like easy classes or something. I got honors then, and then I graduated with honors. I was like, holy shit, that's like the hack. Just screw around for 11 plus years, and then do good that one semester, and that's all that matters. Hell yeah. But you know what? It turns out it didn't actually matter. I think that nobody nobody cares if you graduated with honors or not. I think maybe I'm wrong, but that's anyways. I'm yapping on some bullshit. I should yap about the coffee. I got the hazelnut coffee and the hazelnut creamer. We're doing the double hazelnut right now, and it's nice. That's a nice little combo. Look at us now. Overachievers in school, overachievers in EQ. I think if you could have told me way back then that I'd still be playing EverQuest slash playing EverQuest again, whatever, in 2026, I'm gonna be playing EverQuest. I'd be like, duh, I don't think that would have surprised me in the least. I think like that makes sense because I enjoyed the game then. I enjoy the game now. I'm an EverQuest enjoyer. That's just in my DNA. But anyways, I was enjoying a little slay this. Oh shit, I didn't met up. So finishing these two off might be a little bit of a. And did I terrorize it right off the rip too? What am I doing? Do I even know how to play this? Anyway, I'll met up through this. Now we hope that the dark blue one really wails on the light blue one once that fear goes off. Yeah. Fuck him up. And then by then, hopefully I have enough for 2 nukes. I think I need to snare my pet. I still want to get ads. That would be, fun. Did you see what new map post about surnames? When does it happen? Plane of Fear update, you said? Okay. Well, I did not let my pet get beat up or not. Alright. I'm grandfathered in, Goblin. I'm grandfathered in. My spell is interrupted by freaking who? By whomst? Who interrupted that? Nobody. A light breeze. Oh my god. Stay away from me, skeleton. I don't want the smoke. I don't want the frosty smoke. Still not fix the skins. Yeah, it's I haven't gotten around to it yet. Just you should be happy I got this installed, period. You know what I mean? There's a lot of steps. A lot of steps with this install. I'll get around to optional patch. Alright, one down. It was not 20 seconds. First of all, I had to install this thing 3 times. I had to troubleshoot all the UI shit. What do we do? We're following your instructions step by step. There's a reason. It's not a coincidence that all of us are getting fucked up results. We're all following the same instructions. You never crashed, so what did you do different? You should you should uninstall. You should have the fun that we've all been having. And just uninstall it just for fun and reinstall it again. But this time follow your own instructions step by step and see what your results are. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I did the same shit. I used your links, I used your steps in that order. And I'm in. I got in, but I did have to fine tune my config files. I don't know what was happening. It kept, and maybe it will again. But I thought it was minimizing my game, and it was moving the window way off screen, not minimizing. It was setting my offset to negative 32,000 for one of the directions, and the other direction would be 0. So I would change the negative 32,000 to the new EQW file fixes that. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't that I got from the patcher. I don't know. I had to change it myself post patch. I'd be fine. I'd be in, and then I'd be I'd hit character select after a session of gaming. The next time I go to play, I'd enter the server, and then instead of character select, it'd be gone. But I fixed it. And I haven't had the problem since. But any chance of an install that doesn't need a patcher? I think I don't mind a patcher. I think the patcher is good. Now we have a patcher. We didn't have the patcher at first, right? Or it was like a less functional patcher. Now we have a functional patcher, which I think is good. I think that's a upgrade. You know? I don't really have the mana for this stupid mammoth. And it's light blue anyway. I guess I could fear it and just chase it. That's fun. Alright, I do have a combust. Do it. Now we're talking. Well, this is good. This is a successful grind right now. 32. We're 32 and change when I logged in. Now we're 33 and a chunk. Not bad for just getting started over here. Early Thursday morning. The sun, it's not up yet. No sun yet. We're still waiting on that. $33 and a chunk. Let's see how much this goes up. A little bit. A little blue line there. A little blue notch in the line. That's like a percent. Not bad. Pretty prosperous. This alpha is a month long. I don't know. I don't know how long the alpha is versus the next step. I don't know. We haven't tested Kunark yet or anything. I don't know. I'm not sure what the plan is. There might be some sort of timeline that Goblin knows that I don't. I'm just I'm here having fun. And it's a blast. I love EverQuest. Whenever I'm simulating any sort of elf business, this is where I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I was saying though, Slay the Spire on Tuesday. I did Ascension level 9 for Ironclad. So once upon a time, I used to play this game on PlayStation. So I had to doing it on Steam now. I had to start over. Almost to where I stopped on PlayStation. Right, I made Ascension 15 out of 20 for Ironclad. I don't think I ever did Ascension on any of the other ones. I still haven't. Let's get done with Ironclad first. There's 20 Ascension levels. I really want to do it. You know, the completionist in me. So 9 down. Next one will be 10. I'm excited for that. It only took a couple tries to get through 9. I got to like floor 22 or something like that the first run, and just, my deck was terrible. It was 3 different decks. I was trying to force it to work because my starting thing, I got a random rare card is what I chose. You know, because Ironclad got a lot of good rare cards, and only like one dead draw. Of course, I got the dead draw. It was Exhume. Cool card, I guess. If you're doing some sort of, combo you can only do once and you really want to do it again, you might take an Exhume. But having Exhume in my starting deck, it kind of forced me to want to use it. I started taking stuff that exhausted just to be able to make Exhume not a dead draw. But then I was like, I got an early curse, and then I got an early fire breathing. So I'm like, oh, we're doing curse build. So now I got this like Exhume curse build, and then what happened? Something. I got some other like totally broken card, but in a different direction. So I was trying to pivot to that because it was still pretty early, and it was just I had 3 decks. That's what it was. It was 3 decks in one stack. Not good. But the second run, yes, on Tuesday. I want to say yesterday. It was not yesterday. It was Tuesday. The second run was like wildly successful. I was doing like self damage, and it was to gain strength, and it just everything was falling into place. I had the offering. That's the most busted. That was what I was hoping I would get when I was doing the random rare card. It's like, please give me offering. Offering's the one that's like draw 3 or get 3 energy or something like that for free, but it exhausts. I think it's draw 3, get 3 energy. Maybe it's 2 energy, but then upgraded versions like draw 5, get 3. It's just insane. The card's just so broken. Like it's like the Black Lotus plus Ancestral Recall. You know. Anyway, got one of those. Which it just helps in every way. Oh, and it was the whole deck was based around Fiend Fire, so it was awesome. It was just everything was working really well together. Fiend Fire is like 2 energy, exhaust your hand, and then it deals 7 for each exhausted card. Upgraded, it's 10. If we can avoid this ad. The aggro. Ah! What was I yapping about? Slay the Spire. Anyway, yeah, Fiend Fire. Oh, arm wore off a little quick. Am I encumbered? Oh, yeah, I'm so encumbered. Trying to get a little distance on him, but okay, it's working. It's working. I stand totally still. All right, root is off the other one. Honestly, this isn't bad. Oh, well. Where do you think you're going? That was obnoxious. Okay. I fear this other one. And hopefully I have enough mana to kill 3. Oh my god. I'm just so used to fizzling, I guess, that when I can't see my target, I'm just like, it requires more spamming is what it does. I should have maybe let the pet get a little more beat up in hindsight. Give me a whole extra spell worth of casting on this thing. Alright. Try to channel this. Hell yeah. Channeled it. Now I get to be cleanup crew on 3 mammoths. The first one's probably going to be attacking me again soon. It's probably regened over 20. At least it's still snared. Alright. After these 3 die, I'm refilling my coffee for sure. Oh, oh! I told ya. Oh shit, this is a whole new one! Never mind. Oh boy. This is going well. There he is. There's the guy I thought it was. Oh my god. Hooked. Oh my god. I don't think I could kill any of these right now. I get murdered. This is why I can't wait to quad these things, because it's going to be so fun. Alright, full HP. 20-something%. There's a third one somewhere. A third injured one. Oh, I think that's this guy. Going in. Oh my god. 2%. I think I just gotta abandon this pull. It's like not going good for me. And of course, when I'm telling you I want to fill my coffee, I don't even have a coffee to reach over to right now. Alright. Let me get unencumbered. First off. Okay, real quick sell to freaking what's this guy's name? Starn Bear Jumper. Wonder how he got that name. Real quick, try to sell this shit. Get unencumbered. I think I could probably sit for like 2 seconds. I don't want to get hit sitting though. Still encumbered. Oh no, no longer encumbered. Whew. Feels good. Feels good. All right, maybe I can met up for a gate reset. You know, that was a good solid session of killing mammoths. Every now and then you got a med, you know? Oh shit. There he is. How much this cost? 70 mana. Let's go. Get out of here. I do kind of like the way light works in this server. Well, I don't think it's necessarily the classic lighting. I might be wrong on that, but it's cool. Very dynamic. All right, great success. Great success. Let's go bank this stuff. Damn, it's dark. Can't see shit. Hell yeah, 585 plat. Look at me now. Remember, I was so poor, I was crying about it. Couldn't afford my spells. Nah, look at me now. All right, let me grab my coffee. Be right back. Hey, keep an eye on my little wood elf over here, okay? He's hiding. He's invisible. I'll give you a top down like it's a RTS. How about that? Don't let any of these stinking evil guys sneak up on me, all right? Or neutrals either. I'll be right back. Now I got the coffee. This is one thing about, you know, actual casters, right? This isn't a Project Zek thing. This isn't a P99 thing. This is caster thing, right? Getting a coffee takes less time than medding. That's something I've noticed. Playing a Troll Shadow Knight, I'm kind of blessed. You know, my mana pool, it's not so deep. It's like a kiddie pool. It doesn't take so long to fill up. I go get a coffee. I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm back. I'm like halfway done medding right now. Jeez. All right. Just give it a sec. Give it a sec. Okay, cheers though. This is the hazelnut coffee with the hazelnut creamer. It's the double. It's the double hazelnut right now. I'm on Planet Hazelnut. Oh, it feels good. Tastes good. Anyways, I want full mana. I want to go on a mammoth hunt. Right? We're gonna make these endangered mammoths extinct, at least for a few minutes. That's gonna take full mana. I'll be right back. Antonius Block Party. Hey, rise and grind. You already know. You already know. It's a quiet morning on Project Zek. And all through the house, not a mammoth was stirring. Not even. Wait. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's get back to it. I took a little med break. It was med break o'clock. I ran out of mana. I had 3 mammoths. 4 mammoths? I think I had 3 mammoths chasing me and 1 mammoth like MIA. It was rough. I wish I could have finished them all off. But I'll finish them this time. Got the mana. Got the coffee refill. It's not hot. It's fully cooled off now. It's like cold coffee, which I'm okay with. I'm not like an iced coffee guy. I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to order iced coffee. I like my coffee hot, but I don't like my coffee hot, if you know what I'm saying. I like my coffee like warm, I guess. I don't know. Like I like it to be hot once, and then you know, I might let it cool a bit, and then I might chug it. You know what I can't chug a hot coffee. You could chug a cooled off coffee. Locked in, full mana, coffee refilled. The dude, it's good to see you. We are, in fact, just getting started over here. It's sun is rising. I just checked. I was when I was downstairs. I looked out the window, get a good look to the east, right? It's about to. Sun's coming. It's like the dawn's early light right now. So no better time to rise and grind, really. Let's face it. Why am I so slow? Is this Spirit of Wolf? I feel so slow. Because I've been playing the Bard too much, huh? Alright. I'll have my Charm up. We're doing this the easy way, right? Charm in one. Throwing it at one. And then, question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit. I mean, that's been the easy part. As long as I have the mana. Celos makes everything else slow. Mm-hmm. They don't put that part in the spell description. That's like the hidden ability of that one. I played the Bard for 2 minutes before the stream. When I had the stream starting soon going, you might have heard the sounds of a struggle. It was PVE. It was Sussy versus Steel Golem in Kazakh Duel. I was like, hell yeah, I get a little wand. This is how you start a rise and grind. It was not the wand, it was the stupid gloves. Sorry, I don't know who spawned it. I just know I'm just there to clean it up. But yeah, a little cellos in the morning to just ruin my concept of what's slow. No big deal. Okay. Wait, why are they still fighting? Sports car versus minivan. Compare cellos to Sal, yeah. Alright. One down. One to go. I might just recharm this one. Throw it at something else. He's still got a lot of... He's still got some meat on the bone here. Alright. Sorry, I was sneezing. Alright, here we go. Here's a target. Pet's gonna get, hopefully, down nice and low. And then I'll fear the other one. And, you know, if everything goes smooth, that's a nice, lot of easy XP right there. Pet gotta get a little lower. I don't need it too low. 20% is fine. 20% is plenty. Alright. Perfect. Little wiggle room for when it regens. These things regen pretty fast. That's one of the things that was noted early in the testing by just about everybody. Like, holy shit, mobs regen so fast. It matters a lot less right now, right? When these things have more mana, you know, it regen 2%. If it had a smaller HP pool, it would be back up to full by now, you know? Decaying Skeleton, or maybe that's a bad example. Goblin Whelp or something, turning around and running at 50%. That thing's like ticking back up to full health in like 2 ticks. Like, it's crazy. This thing's already back up to 18. Eugh. Oh, shit. Perfect. Pet got plenty beat up now. You know, don't even worry about that. Uh-oh. Getting an ad over here. Not. First bubble done. 60% mana. Let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Get a light blue and a dark blue. Here's the light blue. I like to charm the light blue. That way I could fear the dark blue. More predictable behavior, you know? Pretty rare that the light blue kicks the dark blue's ass without the fear, you know? But other way around, yeah. Here's something like weird I noticed. I was trying to make my pet take damage, right? Let's see if I can demonstrate this. This is fully anecdotal, and I don't even stand close enough to actually see damage happen. But watch this. If I back my pet and make him sit, the other one will come and hit him sitting, and the other one takes huge damage, and my pet takes like none. It's like, let's see if it works. Okay, my pet took some damage. Ah, my pet took some damage. Okay, now maybe I was just looking at the wrong target before. Okay, anyways. Freaking fear this thing before it's too late. Clicking wildly for that fear button. I do have it hotkeyed. Okay, that's 0. Every time it's time to fear something, I'm like, oh god, where is it? What's it look like? The red one. That'll do. That'll do. One down. I mean, I guess if I just chased it with my sword, I could save a little mana potentially, but um, I don't know. That's a lot of sword hits. I think if I sit, I'll add this guy. Otherwise, I'd be trying to sit in between the swing. Whatever. Gives me a hand free to sip some coffee. Dark. The dark blues are still so huge. I can't wait to be quadding these. 75% away. Got the spell in my bag. There's gonna be no stopping me. Evildoers beware. Neutral doers also beware. Chilogan thinks I should get the Mana Stone before I start quadding, and I tend to agree. I feel like it's gonna be awesome. The Froglocks tolerate me right now. Obviously, farming Mana Stone will hurt that, but it's worth it. I think with my 34 spells, it'll be a tough fight, but I'll blow a couple pumice clicks. I'll dot it up, sit around the corner. Just in general, it's one mob. Like casters on this client, caster NPCs are kind of really tough though. Can't lie. They have the HP of like a warrior, but then they chain all their spells together. You know what I mean? Like they're not bad. They're not bad. Don't sleep on any of that stuff. These were both dark blues, I think. So XP should be a nice little bounty here. Oh yeah. Nice little chunk into this level. Almost ready to call it a third in. Almost. 30% would be halfway, right? Like 30 actually, yeah, is that 33%? We did it. Maybe. Hold on. 24, 28, 32, 30, yeah, 30, 32.5%, 33%, something like that. We're just about at a third of the way through this level. After a few mammoth kills, a few mana bars. Go sell med. Like I would hate to get lazy and stop looting the tusks just because it would be kind of a time saver. But then when I need plat at some later spell level, I'll be like, oh, I should have been picking up all those tusks. You know, like, even though it's an alpha test, it's all getting wiped. I don't think I have enough plat yet for everything that I need. There's gonna be some stuff that's you know worth having the plat in the bank for. Every 2 tusks. That's a pumice. I'm gonna need some more pumices. That's worth it. It's worth it, I tell myself. Why not? While we med. No rule against playing red while you're playing PZ, huh? I'm just peeking. Let's see what I see. Who I see. Where they're at. What's up? What's up? Levitate. Yeah, top slot. Hate when that happens. Alright, let's see what's going on with the steel golem. Speaking of cellos ruining my perception of what's fast and what's not. Play a little bard while we're playing the druid. Different servers. They're both PvP though. So that's fun. Steel golem, let's fucking go. Am I using the wrong... Okay. It looks like I'm playing the mandolin or whatever when I do the drums. I know that's like a bug here and has been like forever, but it bugs me every time I see that. I'm like, shit, that's the wrong instrument. Cause that's the wrong movement, right? They're supposed to hit a drum while they're playing the drum, not play a freaking banjo. I know you can't even see the drum in the hand. You see like the drum stick. What's up with that? Just triple dotting it. Making a little heel. Back to the dots. I got it slowed and snared too, but I think that's about to wear off. Probably just did. Back on there. I kind of like Bard. Call me crazy, but I think it's pretty strong. In my opinion. Alright, fine. It's not opinion. It's a fact. Especially on red. Because they nerfed every clicky, right? Like every good clicky got like, oh my god, back-to-back gloves? You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna... Destroy. Back-to-back gloves. Come on. Get out of here. Destroy them. Alright. Well, gloves gotta be, would have been nice if it was the wand. You know? Could always use more wands. But anyway, early birds get the steel golems, whether they're gloves or wands. Cheers to that. If they vendored for more than like one plat, I might have. I might have picked them up and kept them. Oh, but yeah, what I was gonna say is bards are especially strong on red because they nerfed clickies, right? They added cast times on stuff. Golem wand takes a couple seconds. Gate pots take a couple seconds. West Commons hat takes a couple seconds. Like stuff that you would want to use instant speed, right? Stuff that you would expect to be instant speed. Has a cast time, and that hurts everybody pretty equally, except melees are totally fucked, right? Because they have zero channeling. So the difference between an instant cast dispel and a 2-second cast dispel in the heat of battle, you know, while you're receiving any sort of pushback, any sort of, you know, even a light breeze, you're not casting shit, you're not clicking shit, and that's not what it was intended, right? That's not balanced. There should be some instant stuff in the game, so that melees have at least a shot to dispel in combat. But so anyway, it affects melees disproportionately harsh. But it doesn't really affect bards because they can run. They can run and gun. You know, you're clicking golem wands while running at cello speed. It's a little different than somebody who has to stand there and channel something for 2 seconds. You know, it's kind of crazy how it just one little across the board nerf actually like totally broke the balance. I'm not sure why they felt the need to. I'm not sure why it's like that, and even still, especially. Like, you think they would have noticed how busted that is. I'm not saying they should nerf bards. I'm saying they should fix the clicky problem. Like they already nerfed that. Like a long time ago, they made it so a lot of these clickies don't work in PvP. Ivandar's hoop, track tooth, you know what I mean? Like that. Those were potentially more issues, but even that, like, was fucking. Who cares? You get track tooth. Like, they just used a track tooth on you. You know, that's a two-sided. You know, there's two sides to that. That's funny, especially if you live. You get track toothed and live. That's hilarious. Um. Anyway, they took that away from us. I've never used a track tooth on somebody else, but I've had track teeth used on me, and I would say keep them in. You know, absolutely keep them in. Ivandar's hoop seems to be fully removed from the reward table, uh, but the item didn't work in PvP anyway, so that's another thing that got double nerfed. Whether or not it has a cast time on this server nowadays, I would assume probably yes. You know, triple nerfed. Triple nerfed in that case. But I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. If anybody has a Ivandar's hoop on Red 99 with charges on it, if you want to lend it to me, let me help test that. Obviously, won't be recharged after. We can't do that. But it would be for science, and you know, just wondering if it's collecting dust. You don't mind using a charge for science? I would love to, you know, admit. You know, I'll come up with a whole. What do you call them? Science papers. We'll get a hypothesis. We'll do the scientific method, step by step. Test this thing. Make sure it's a repeatable test. Oh shit, we got a GM in the house. A GM in the house. He's in the mischief plane. Havros. Do we know this GM? I feel like I've seen this name. Shout out to GMs on Red, you know? We love you. We love you. I'm sorry if I forgot somebody I've talked to. I just have a really short memory, you know? Dubious. These guys love me. A GM in the mischief plane. How exciting. If you were a GM, where would you hang out? I think I'd hang out in Guck. You know? I'm not a GM, but I hang out in Guck anyway. Oh shit. I'm still playing that other one. Project Zek. I'm full mana on Project Zek. Maybe we go back to that. How about that? Maybe I'll, yeah, let's do that. Project Zek incoming. Gonna run Sussy to camp. If anybody wants the Shadow Rapier, I'm gonna stash it, okay? Nobody knows where I'm stashing it. Right? That's silent move. Done with Sussy. Let's get back to it. Spirit of Wolf leaves me, but I was just about to start running. Come on. Anyway. Playing two PvP servers at the same time works great when it's very quiet early morning on the PvP servers and there's not too much PvP to be had. I would say playing two PvP servers during a more prime time, more populated server, it'd be an issue. It'd be an issue. So you know, it was nice to take a little blessed trip to Red 99 while we met on Project Zach. But I'm not standing sussy around AFK while I play Project Zach. That's just, I feel like that's asking for trouble. Um, sorry haters that thought you were gonna get a nice easy, you know, chance. So anyway, a little levitate. I'm toggling inspect off. Hey, just take this in. Breathe in this screen right here, this inspection. Live every week. Tuesday. That's called Tuesday, all right? Tuesday. Thursday, rise and grind. We're here right now. You're seeing it, you're living it. Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026. We got number 3 coming up this weekend. Biggest one yet. Last I checked, 3 is bigger than 2. This is the biggest Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026 ever. You know, the bar is high, and we're just gonna kick it up a notch, right? I'm excited. I got a question of the day coming. We got, who knows? Maybe we'll go in the Miracle Caves. Maybe we'll go mess around in there. Maybe I'll help a pally get their freaking epic or whatever. I've never helped a pally get their epic. Yo,
but Stronger rated your channel with 10 viewers.
Goku but Stronger, what's going on, dude? I'm playing a little Project Zek. You heard about this one? You read about this one? This is the... Hey, there he is. Thank you for that. Hey, shout out Goku but Stronger. Yo. You heard?
Goku but Stronger subscribed to your channel for 8 months.
Hell yeah. Thank you for that, man. You think you heard about it? Yeah, it's on the horizon. It's coming soon. This is like early access alpha test. So, if anybody wants to get in on this, I got info. I'm gonna pop this. Join the swamp, and then as soon as the stream's over, I'm gonna give you the link. We'll get anybody who wants to get plugged in. The latest and greatest Sullen Zek emulator on the horizon. It's gonna be freaking wild. If you don't know Sullen Zek was the faction-based PvP, right? It's not free for all. Red 99's free for all, right? Anybody can attack anybody. You know, you can turn on your friends if you want to. That's part of it. Sullen Zek had the hard-coded teams. Something that I was always kind of vocal against when I was back in my forum questing days in the earlier days of P99, when I had an opinion, and I would loudly offer it unprovoked. In some regards, I have not changed, right? I still have an opinion, and I offer it up unprovoked. However, these days I do it here on Twitch live. I re-upload those opinions to YouTube after the fact, and they stay on the permanent record, okay? It's not like the forum quest days at all in that way. All right, anyway, I gotta make this thing run quick. Whew. Almost killed my pet. At least my pet's only a light blue. Anyway, where was I with this? Where was I going with this? Oh, I used to be like against teams. Anytime people would talk about like, oh, next P99 should be Sullen Zek, I'd be like, boo. Teams suck. As somebody who never played teams, I had a very loud opinion about teams because what I was afraid of, I'm gonna tell you right now, it was an opinion, a loud opinion based out of fear. You know, I was afraid that I was gonna get teamed with people I didn't like. You know, and you know what? That's a possibility. That's a possibility. It could happen. But like, I feel like the bad of that doesn't necessarily outweigh the good of I don't know, the potential here that teams provide. Right? Like I don't see the thing now. The thing now is if I don't like somebody, I don't care. I can attack you on P99 on red, right? As long as you're in my level range, which I can make that happen. I have stuff in level ranges. You know what I mean? If I'm so determined, I could at least put a couple attacks on you, you know? Teams PvP, you don't have that option. If they're your teammate, guess what? The best thing you could do is like ignore them, right? You're a ghost to me. I don't see you, right? Like that's the best you could do. And I guess that's I'll have to deal with that. Leave it to me to worry about like, can I be petty? Can I be petty though? Like, is there a way? If as long as there's a way, you'll find me. Um, server's been up since about New Year's. This is just very sparsely populated test right now because it's underground. We're trying to like spread word. Um, that unlikable factor just joins a group. No need to fear. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I wish I could make stuff on every team. To be honest, the way I would play it would be, I would be good team 99% of the time, unless like there was a good team player existing in my space, and then I would be like evil team for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like that's how I would do it, and that's why it's good that they hard coded not to allow that because that's admittedly toxic gameplay. You know, so maybe keeping me on one team is good for my team, which is better than good for nobody but me, which would be the current rule set, right? Of free for all. I say current rule set as if this and P99 are the same server. They're not the same server. This one is a totally different project, and I got a lot of faith in it. I'm excited for this. Yeah, let my stupid pet kill that. All right. Not my pet was stupid. Let my pet kill that stupid orc is more what I meant. I'm just so annoyed by those mountaineers, and especially the shamans. Uh, that goes back to, for me, Lost Dungeons and Norath. That's when I spent a lot of time in this zone. When LDON was popping, um, people like to do whatever this one was. I don't remember the names of any LDONs. I remember the general theme. I remember nobody liked the Guck ones. So it's not on that list, Goku but stronger. It's an entire it's a whole freaking process. Goblin's gonna talk shit for me saying that. It's not that bad of a process, but it's not. There's a couple steps. He says it takes 5 minutes. I say it took a little more than that, but it's worth it. It's a whole fresh new world. You like my name? It was like an ice palace. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. I guess you could attack a little. All right. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, break charm. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing, like while I'm doing it. Like interrupted me. Of course he interrupted me. He bashed me. That makes sense to me. I killed the wrong one. I'll get a little distance. It's just so much easier to cast without being hit. Hot take. Oh, big money. Big heavy money right there. Poaching. How very good team of me. I'm gonna hunt these mammoths to extinction, poach their tusks, sell them to the barbarians, and then use the money to fund my crystallized pumice addiction. if you're not clicking pummices, you're probably not playing PvP. Let's face it. I think it's a PvP player thing. We love our pummices. Maybe dark blue versus 2 light blues? What do you think? See how this goes. Might be a little much to manage. I just gotta fear one of them, like, earlier. And you know what? Right now. You get feared right now. You're out to fight. You get dotted right now. Other one's getting dotted too. Shit. Alright, I gotta fear the second one. At least there's like no recast delay on this fear. Is that right? Like it you cannot. Oh shit, I hit the wrong spell. Okay, shit. I thought I was on this hotkey page. Like, you can only have one thing feared. Oh no. No, you can only have one pet. That's obvious. I would have expected that. Oh shit. Don't you join in. Last one. Swing on this one. That went pretty smooth and it was pretty nice XP. Like, pretty really nice XP. And we still got one more to go. Yeah, Dravik 6. So, LDONs. I had a lot of fun playing in that era. Oh my god, Icebone. I want the Icebone. I used to do a lot of the I think it was North Row. The ones where you're doing it's like the old elf city under the sand. I forget the name of it, but I thought that was cool. That was the first time I ever really got privy to that lore. I didn't like I was I was just a kid. I was playing EverQuest, just running around being dumb, not knowing how to type, you know, for the longest. And then, you know, by the time LDON came out, I was in high school. I knew how to type, and I was starting to actually appreciate what was going on. The sunken temple in the sand, yeah, sand elf one. It was cool. Um, like LDON gets a lot of hate, or at least by some people. I know it maybe, perhaps, totally ruined item loot PvP. You know, I've heard that perspective and I understand that perspective. That makes sense to me because, you know, augmenting an item made it no drop. Okay. You can't loot no drop items. Okay. So you can't loot items anymore. Item loot PvP is dead. Right, got it. Understandable. Have a nice day. Um so I get that perspective. If you're not playing on an item loot PvP server, I don't quite understand all the hate LDON got. I thought it was fun. The G-Fei one was just like a cave. Oh, yeah, I don't really remember that one. I remember the ice one. I remember the sand one. It must have been an item I really wanted. I feel like I wanted to do the sand one. Or something. I don't know. You had to do them all if you wanted the adventurer's stone to level up, I think. I recall, and I did. Of course, I wanted my AUG to be good. You know, who didn't? It was like most important charm AUG you could have. Okay, maybe it's the only charm AUG you could have at the time, but it was a good one. I had a friend that was like in the leaderboard. for LDON on our server. He was doing that shit like all day, every day, like a job. Um, I was like, I was like jealous. I couldn't even come close to his LDON points because I just wasn't as desirable as a class. I know people say nobody wants a wizard in their group, but I feel like that's a P99 thing. Back in the day, I think people definitely wanted wizards in their group. They didn't want warriors in their group. I was a warrior. They wanted a knight tank, right? Because knights could hold aggro. Warriors couldn't hold aggro. So what do you do? What do you do here? Exactly. Just let me in. I'll do DPS. I was a DPS warrior, you know? I would try to tank and I would do my best. I would hit the taunt button when I lost aggro, you know? And that's about it. That was about all we had. Um, okay, fine. They finally added some stuff with AAs and stuff like that. And of course, I got on my grind. I got all that important stuff. I was a great tank, you know, when I procced. Like all warriors. I was a great tank when I procced. That's all the rest of the time. Struggling. I didn't put my plat away. Put the plat away. You played a Shaman Dravik 6. Shamans are cool. I only just now started playing my first Shaman. On Red 99, I got one up to 46, I think. Something like that. I got a lot of work to do on him. He's, I kept saying, I gotta stay on it. I gotta stay on the Shaman or I'm gonna back burner him. Because I know myself. I know how I operate. I stayed on the Shaman for a few weeks, solid. Playing, every stream that I did was the Shaman. And then I, got distracted by something. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Here we are a couple months later. It's almost like I knew what I was talking about. I backburnered the Shaman. Didn't even mean to. I'll get back to him. He's got the fungi tunic equipped after all, I better get back to him. Um Last I was playing, I was soloing in Timorous Deep. And it was fun, you know? Not too much downtime on a Shaman. You got the um cannibalize, right? So like downtime is kind of like up and down time. You're like dancing. That's fun for me. I have more fun doing that than, you know, gestures wildly. Oh, let's get a more authentic experience here. There you go. Get the spell book in your face, you know? I like canny dance more than this. So I can't fully dance yet because I don't have a clicky on. I moved a fungi tunic to this new shaman, and I just never got an instant clicky over yet. So I can't do things the way I want to do them. You know, the way I want to do them is with the right click, refresh the global cooldown. Hey, thank you. Follower goal met. 650. Nice big round number. Hey, speaking of big round numbers, I'm trying to do 50 Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest this year. So anybody who just followed, I want you to know you're gonna get hit up bright and early every Thursday morning and every Saturday morning if you have, or Sunday morning. I said Saturday. Oh my god, no, Sunday Swamptacular Splash Fest 2026. You're gonna get those alerts bright and early, okay? It's like clockwork. So if, fair warning if you have alerts on, they come at 6 a.m. Eastern or a little sooner. Thursday morning and Sunday morning. Like clockwork. I do an early morning stream. Tuesday, I do it in the afternoon. Sometimes it's even EverQuest. Sunday's always EverQuest. Thursday, Rise and Grind, always EverQuest. I got a couple options for servers now. Red 99 or Project Zek. If I ever get access to my retail account again, I'll pop on that for a trip down memory lane. But as it stands, doesn't look like that's happening. But I did used to have nice high level warrior. It was max level in its era. I think I stopped in the Buried Sea. I was doing the Hand Og quest. I was actually having a lot of fun with that. If anybody remembers the Hand Og quest of the Buried Sea, that was fun. It's mostly duoing with my sister on that one, and by that I mean I would hit her up and be like, please heal me, please, my mercenary can't handle this. But she had a cleric. Skeletal hand. Yup, yup. It was what a crazy quest. You got to do every bone of the hand. That's what it was. There was like, and you get like an anatomy lesson, right? Because it like actually gave you like what you. I don't remember exactly, but like I feel like one of them's like the distal or something like that. Like you got like each bit, 1, 2, 3 bits in the pinky, 1, 2, 3 bits of the ring finger. You know what I mean? You got to get all of them. You got to get all of them. You can once you get the 3 bits of the finger, you can make the whole finger, and that's a better aug than just one of the bits, right? But you really want to get the whole hand because that's like all the bits together. You know, huge, huge. And of course, each little bit had its own quest, its own whole quest. Sometimes with multiple steps. So they I feel like that was like peak. Um, Maybe not peak, but like that's just a perfect example of cutting edge EverQuest, right? Like they gave us content to keep us busy until the next expansion, right? And that they had it down to a science when they did Skeletal Hand. You know what I mean? They really knew how to keep us busy for a long time, long time. That'll shut us up for a couple months, and then it's when's the next expansion coming out? We already got all these AAs. You know, we already did the quest. We already did the big quest. I don't know what came after Buried Sea. I think that was it for me. So busy. Fecal finger painting. How are you doing this fine morning? It was there was a good stretch of expansions that I was really in that cutting edge, right? I was in a guild that was they were working on strategy guides. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's still like the go-to, but for some time, Gates of Discord, Omens of War, stuff like that. Like a lot of the forum posts where people were helping each other out. They were pointing to the guild I was in's website for like how to do these raids and stuff. We were really like in there, cutting edge, doing this stuff as it came out, and it was fun. It was fun, but it's not really the era that I emulate, right? I go play the stuff that I never really got into. I was a kid when Classic came out. I was in middle school. I didn't know how to type. Kunark, I was learning how to type. I probably learned how to type in Kunark. And Velius, I kind of missed out on. I was too low level, scrubbing around like fucking Blackborough and stuff. It was fun. I had my fun. So I mean, when I play P99, I run around zones that I know and love, but I only know and love them because of P99. Really, like a lot of these zones had been, I hate to say ruined, but kind of ruined by revamp. You know what I mean? They just threw away the old design to make the new design, and there's something special with the old design, and it's something especially the swamp. It actually is nostalgic to me because that's where I was derping around as a little kid, um, killing rats and snakes and experiencing Norath and really getting immersed. They took that away. That's in particular. That's a zone that does not exist anymore. The Innifuel Swamp is hideous now on retail. Hey, what's going on? Not just Kimmy. We're just getting started over here. I got Oh shit! You know what? Actually, it's 8. I gotta get running. We're gonna do one more charm. And do one more charm. I said we're just getting started over here, and then I look at the time. It's like, oh, where's my phone? I gotta make sure I don't miss that call. You know how it goes for me on a Thursday morning. I get up early, bright. Gotta make time for EverQuest. Gotta make time for Elf Simulation. And the time I make is, before the rest of the world gets up. And, the rest of the world's getting up, and I'm gonna have to go face the day pretty soon. So, oh my god, he interrupted me with a 3-point bash. 2 p.m. for you? Oh yeah, it's 8 a.m. 8 a.m. in the morning. That's why I'm rising and grinding, getting the caffeination going. Yeah, I get up at 6. So I get up when I get online when you're sitting down for lunch probably every Thursday morning and every Sunday morning. The sun isn't even up yet. I'm here. You're playing EQ. But honestly, it works well for me. You know what I mean? It sets me up for success for the day. Something I've noticed. You get immersed in the land of Norath. You feel yourself becoming a champion. You know what I mean? You're lord of your domain, and by the time you log off, you're in that champion mindset. You're sitting a little taller. You're riding a little higher. It's good. It's an excellent thing. That's why for well over a year now, I've kept the schedule the same, like clockwork. Oh, what? Maybe I had the wrong one targeted. I thought I had that one targeted. I think target rings might be a thing on this server, but I don't want that. That's not classic. Even on retail, they didn't just give you target rings. You had to earn target rings, right? I'm trying to remember how this happened. I feel like it was a group leadership ability. Do you remember leadership? Remember group leadership abilities? Um, they added a lot of cool stuff in the game over the year. Pandu TP. I am going to pin this. This is tip of the day. Thanks, Pandu TP. Before you ask your crush for her phone number, you should play at least 4 hours of EverQuest. Get in the champion mindset. Exactly. Exactly. This is excellent tip. Leadership in campfires. Yes, the campfires were awesome. Like I actually enjoyed that stuff. Oh yeah, the color rings that showed the con was built in. Really? Was that what it was? Oh right, right. So you could have a main assist, and what they targeted was like the group's ring. That's what I. Thank you. Thank you for notifying me of that. Let's blast the far one. And blast the close one a couple times. And then we're gonna go raid an EverQuest stream, right? We got a lot of traditions around here. That's one of the traditions, right? We say stuff like rise and grind. We say stuff like we're just getting started over here. We say stuff like I don't know. What else do I always say? Maybe that's a bad question. Let's. I say those things. What else is a tradition? Chewing a mouthful of big league chew gum to celebrate PvP when we see it, But oh, and I remember the other one. Telling you guys all come on down to the Discord. That's the other tradition. You haven't played EQ in almost a decade? Dude, it's still so fun. And I love that your brain remembers the important things like that. I remember one time I was sitting with it was like a college party or something. And I ran into some kid. I don't even know if we knew each other. I think we someone made a casual EQ reference, and the other one caught on, whether he made the reference or I made the reference. But either way, we kept like just referencing EQ and like cracking each other up, and nobody knew what we were talking about. I just think that shit was funny, you know. Still, still talk EQ with him sometimes. Isn't it funny how that works? Anyway, that was like decades ago. I've been enjoying this game for a long ass time. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I gotta get running. Unfortunately, if I didn't have to face the day, I think I'd be still doing this for a little bit more because I'm almost halfway to 34. Look at this. Or 33 and a half. Maybe that's a little better way to put it. I got so many spells. I got so many spells lined up. Earthquake, Drones of Doom, Regeneration, Endure Magic, Lightning Strike. I want that Lightning Strike so bad. Look at this. Look at this. You can tell the caffeine's coursing through my body. I'm like too excited about this Lightning Strike right now. All right, anyway. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I gotta go. I gotta jet. We're gonna raid. Who's enjoying EverQuest out there on Twitch right now? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm very excited. Hey, Goku, but stronger. Let's go. What goes around comes around. Goku but stronger raided us earlier. Let's raid Goku but stronger again. Give it. Let's go right back. Oh shit! Is he sleeping? No, he's not sleeping. He's not sleeping. I saw somebody laying down. I'm like, oh no. All right. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you. All right. Couldn't do it without you, nor would I want to. All right. Peace.